Hi everyone, welcome back to another vlog. We are currently on the back porch. It's a beautiful day today. The birds are chirping, the sun is shining, and and the squirrels are going crazy. I keep trying to start this vlog, but I'm getting like attacked by bugs and airplanes are flying over and stuff. But really, I just wanted to come say hi and start off a new vlog. And most importantly, I have to talk to you about this book because if you or a loved one has read this, you may be entitled to financial compensation. This is I Who Have Never Known Men by Jacqueline Hartman, and literally, what the F did I just read? I actually finished this last night, and I wanted to vlog about it last night, but I was inconsolable, okay? I was crying on and off for the rest of the night after I finished it. Had a hard time going to sleep because I just was like, I felt like a shell of a human after reading this, and this is the general consensus, okay? Because trust me, I've been doing my Reddit research after finishing this, and pretty much everybody is like, what is my life? What is life? What is humanity? Is life worth living? What makes life worth living? Basically, okay, let's talk. The book is about 40 women who are underground and they're trapped in like this bunker situation. So they're all locked in a cage, all of them together, like in one big cage. And there are guards that are watching them day in and day out. So they don't know why they're locked in the cage. The ages range. There are like older women, middle aged women, and then our narrator is the youngest. And she's kind of like a teenager, I think, at the beginning of the story. That's pretty much it. Okay, I don't want to go into too much. The back of the book even tells you more to that or more than that. But oh my God, y'all, this book, I feel like this is one of those books where there's no way to talk about it without sounding a little bit pretentious, kind of, you know? And maybe you'll understand what I mean because the book itself is not pretentious at all. But sometimes whenever I read something or play something, like, you know, whenever you consume a piece of media, let's say, I frequently, well, not frequently, but I will get the feeling sometimes where I'm like, this changed my life. You know what I mean? Like, I've played multiple games and I've said, like, this game absolutely changed my life. And I may not be able to exactly pinpoint what it was that changed me, but I can just feel it. This is one of those. Okay, like, as soon as I finished reading it, I was like, I'm changed. Like, I don't know what it is, and I don't know that it's for the better, let's say. This is so, I'm not going to sell it well, but just please trust me that I still am recommending that you read this. This was probably the saddest, bleakest, most hopeless thing I have literally ever read in my entire life. The thing that I find so interesting about it, though, is that it's kind of a paradox because I've seen a lot of people saying something similar online where they're like, oh, I hated every minute of it, but I recommend it to every single person that I know. And it's very much that kind of vibe. Like, you're not going to have fun reading this. If you're someone who likes to read things that are like happy go lucky, funny, silly, fun, good times, this is not for you. This is like a very dark, very bleak, dystopian situation. It's extremely sad. It's extremely desolate. It's just hopeless. It's just hopeless. Okay. The whole thing feels so hopeless, but I feel like it's kind of a paradox because there are times where it's also hopeful, but it's also hopeless. Okay. It's extremely boring, but it's also so entertaining. Like, I read it in less than a day. You know what I mean? Just like could not stop reading it. I honestly have a hard time even trying to put into words how this book made me feel. This is why I feel like it sounds kind of pretentious because it's like this book changed me. Like, this is so profound, but it is like profound is probably the best word that I could use to describe this. And I don't really consume anything usually where I feel like, wow, that's really profound. Like, that's just not really in my wheelhouse, I feel like, but this is profound. This makes me question my life. It makes me question humanity. It makes me question, I don't know, it's made me like think about my life in a different way. It makes me think about my home in a different way and my belongings in a different way and my relationships in a different way or my lack of relationships in a different way. Like, it just makes me, I don't know. This just really, really got me. It really got me good. And like, I've cried about it today. I cried about it earlier today, just thinking about it. And I don't want to say too much because I really don't want to give anything away, but I cannot recommend this enough. And I know that I say that a lot. I feel like that's just like a catchphrase for me, is like, I cannot recommend this enough. But truly, if you're down for something that is really dark and really heavy and will leave you feeling probably really upset, like this made me, this really upset me, and this is something that I feel is going to like haunt me for a long time, truly. Like, I don't know that I'll ever stop thinking about this book, and it 1,000 trillion% is 5 stars for me. Okay, probably in the top like 5 books I've ever read in my life. This has absolutely become a new favorite. But if you're down for that, like if you're someone, I'm the kind of person who I really enjoy whenever a book or a show or a game or whatever like makes me cry. I enjoy it when those things like really get to me, destroy me, hurt me. I want that. And this is that. It was not really what I was expecting, I guess, because with the description, it kind of feels like it's going to be like a mystery thriller, maybe like psychological thriller kind of a vibe. And it's really not that. It is truly just like the darkest, saddest, most hopeless dystopian thing I have ever read and probably will ever read. I have such a book hangover from this. Sorry, the wind chime's going crazy. I have such a book hangover from this that I cannot even fathom starting another book right now. And I tend to like, if I finish this afternoon, let's say, I would be starting another book this evening. Like, I will finish one and start one in the same day because I like to read before bed every night too. I don't know what to read. I feel like, why would I read anything other than this? And I mean, I can think of plenty of reasons because I need a freaking palate cleanser after this, but it just is the kind of thing where I'm like, I just want to reread it. And I know that that would hurt me, and I will reread it probably numerous times, but I just don't want to read anything else. And I don't know how I can get myself out of the headspace that I was in for the short time that I was reading this. It's like, I can't go into like a rom com after this because this exists, you know? I'm just going to have to peruse my physical TBR and see if there's anything worth reading there, or maybe I'll go on like Kindle Unlimited and see if there's anything there that attracts me. But I really do feel like I need something. It's hard because I feel like I need something lighter for a palate cleanser, but I just don't like to read a lot of light and like fun books. But yeah, please, please read this. Okay, but here's the thing. Please read this, and also, I'm so sorry for recommending this to you. Okay, I realized that I got something at the thrift store the other day that I didn't show you. It wasn't the day where I did the haul of the things that I got, but I actually went back a couple days later because I saw this artwork there the first day that I was there, and I couldn't stop thinking about it. And so I went back to get it. And technically, it's supposed to go this way, and I will be taking it out of the plastic so you'll be able to see it better. But it's like this woman, and she's about to throw a ball for all these dogs. But I saw it sitting this direction, and I personally really like it horizontally. Whenever I was trying to describe it to Shane, I was like, it's a woman and her dress is turning into dogs. It like, it's very hard to explain, but I think that it's really pretty and I think it looks really good in here. So I ordered a frame for it. I debated whether or not I wanted to like go get it professionally framed, but honestly, I didn't want to spend like hundreds of dollars doing that. So I ordered a frame, and look, it came with this really cute artwork in it. And actually, it came as a set of two. And so if I can just like peel the film, this like labeled plastic film off the front, if you see an artwork that looks like this hanging up in my house, don't worry about it, okay? Because I'm like, that's actually really cute. Like, I would hang that up somewhere. So, we're going to frame my woman whose dress is turning into dogs photo, and I'm going to show you where I want to put it. I can't decide if I want to leave it. I have it on my vanity, or I did have it on my vanity, like leaning up against the wall, and that was ideally what I was going to do. But I potentially might want to hang it on the wall. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, I just need to open this up and frame it. Come here, buddy. And Boomer wants to say hello. Come here, bud. Oh, okay, never mind. No, he doesn't. You have to be kidding me. It's like printed on the actual plastic part. It's printed on the part. Oh my God. Hold on. I'm going to try to show you. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. False alarm, false alarm, false alarm. Oh my God, it had 2 pieces of plastic. Holy crap. I was about to freak out. Like, what the hell did I buy? It has a piece on the back as well. Ugh. Dude, I was stressing out. Oh my God, yay, that worked. Okay, I got it. So I'm just going to move all of these and then we'll put it back on the dresser and I will show you what it looks like. I'm so excited.
Whoa!
You like it?
It's so pretty.
Okay, so there's a huge glare, so it's kind of impossible. Yeah, it's actually impossible to see. You can see Shane waving. Oh my God, there's no way for me to show you. Maybe whenever it's dark tonight, then I'll try to get a shot and I can insert it. But you can see it looks really, oh yeah, that's a little bit better. Thanks, babe.
Who's the guy for now?
Anyway, you can see that it fits nicely there. So I'm trying to decide if I want to leave it just like leaning or if I want to hang it up because this wall, there's plenty of space that we could hang it up. But I think that it looks, I don't know, I just like the look of artwork sitting on something and leaning up against the wall. So pardon the glare, but just trust me that it looks really good. And like I said, I'll try to get a better shot of it. Now the frame color, I also couldn't decide if I should get like a darker frame, like a walnut or something, or if I should go with something lighter because all the furniture in here is light. But I think that this works fine and it looks definitely better than it did in the plastic, like wrapped up from the thrift store. So yay! Hello, I am currently on my way to the doctor. I have an appointment today at 2 o'clock. It's currently 1:45 and I'll be there in like 5 minutes probably. But I scheduled an appointment because, well, actually I do have a physical that I need to schedule. I'm wondering if they can do like a 2-in-1 situation today, but probably not. So I do need to schedule that, but I scheduled an appointment today because I've been having a really weird like dizziness situation that's been going on and it's been happening for like 4 days now, 4 or 5 days at this point. Today and yesterday it actually has gotten a lot better and hasn't been nearly as bad. All of last week I felt really weird, like I just felt off. I was really exhausted, just super tired, and I just felt like something was wrong. And then starting on Friday of last week, I started getting this weird like lightheaded dizziness kind of feeling, and I've really kind of figured out, I've like nailed down exactly how it has felt. It has felt sort of like I just got off of a boat, like I've been on a boat for a long time and just got off. It also kind of feels like when I'm walking, it feels like I'm walking on one of those moving walkways like at the airport. And then also whenever I'm looking at things, it's like nothing looks right and it isn't like anything is moving per se, but it feels like my eyes are like floating in a bucket of water or something. Like things don't feel steady. I don't know. So it definitely feels like an equilibrium thing that's off with me. And I was hearing some fluid in my ear last week as well and had like a little bit of soreness. So I thought it could potentially be an ear infection. I don't know if maybe it's just like allergies or sinuses because that's really, really bad in my area right now as well. Yeah, it's been super uncomfortable and it doesn't matter what I'm looking at either. Like it's happening with screens. It's happening whenever I look at a book. I was like sitting outside just looking at nature to see if that would help at all, and things were looking weird and wobbly there too. So I do not know, but I'm going to be there in just a few minutes and hopefully they can help me and I will report back with the diagnosis or potentially lack thereof. Maybe they'll just be like, no, everything looks fine, because last time I went to the doctor I thought that I had like a double ear infection and the guy who looked in my ears was like, no, they look fine. And I was like, okay, well, all my symptoms say otherwise, but whatever. Okay, we'll see. Okay, well, that was very, very fast. They think it's like the fluid in my ear or whatever, because I think that I said this whenever I was talking to you on the way here, but I did feel a bit of fluid in my ear last week as well and had like a little bit of pain, which made me think that it could be an ear infection. And she said that it doesn't look bad enough that it's infected, but that she can tell that there's been some like fluid trapped in there. And she was like, I think that's probably the only thing, just because she was like, you don't look sick, you're not really having any other symptoms of anything. So it sounds like that fluid just like really kind of messed your system up. And she was so sweet because she was like, do you get motion sickness? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, oh my God, me too. I can't even imagine how you're feeling. I was like, yeah, it really hasn't been fun. I haven't been able to like look at anything without feeling dizzy or just like walk around or anything. So she's going to call me in um, something that's for like vertigo, and she said it basically is like melatonin. It's just like a lighter dose or something like that, and she said to take that at night and that should help with just like the overall dizzy feeling. And then she also prescribed me Flonase, which I think that's the same thing, one of the things that the doctor prescribed me last time I went whenever I thought that I had an ear infection, because I guess just with like my allergies and drainage and stuff, I think I'm just prone to getting fluid in my ears, and I guess it gets trapped or something. And so she recommended that to dry me up, and then also Benadryl. And I was like, okay, I'm not really a huge fan of Benadryl. She said, you know, if you want to do a half dose, then you can. But I told her, like, I really do not like Benadryl. That's part of actually how I've felt the last week, is like I've been on Benadryl, even though I haven't, just like super hungover. Unfortunately, the thing that sucks is that I'm currently like right next to my pharmacy, and I know that it's not going to be ready immediately. But I don't know that I'm going to have time to come back out here tonight to get my prescriptions before I have to stream tonight. So we'll see. Currently, I need to go get some gas because I am 35 miles to empty. But that's that, I guess. I don't know. I guess it's just the fluid in my ear. I guess I wasn't really expecting it to be anything else. I'm happy to have any kind of answer realistically, but we will see if it gets better, and hopefully it doesn't get worse. Hello, y'all. You're getting a little bit of late night JR action right now. It's 9:18 p.m. So I don't usually vlog this late in the evening, but I just wanted to come on and give y'all a little update because I have been feeling way worse today after taking the medicine that the doctor prescribed me, and I have been sitting here on the couch since about 6 o'clock, honestly. So, I told you that the pharmacist said that I need to take it 3 times per day. So yesterday I took it. I took one in the afternoon, and then I took two in the evening, like right before bed. And then this morning I woke up and I felt really good. Like I felt energized and well rested, and like wasn't feeling any of my weird feelings at all. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to have such a good day. I'm going to like clean the house. I'm going to clean my truck. I'm going to edit. Like I just had all these plans for the day. And then I ended up taking another one of the pills this morning around like 10 or so. And then probably an hour later, I felt like I got hit by a truck. Like truly, I felt like I had been given like a horse tranquilizer or something. I know that sounds so funny, but like I felt like fully sedated. Okay, it was terrible. I had ended up taking the dogs out on a walk, and while I was out with them, I was like, I just feel really bad. I felt very, very foggy, like a lot of brain fog, and like super just cloudy and fatigued, and like what's the word that I'm looking for? Drowsy. Yeah, very drowsy, very tired. Just like so tired, and way more like weird dizzy woozy feeling. But whenever I've been feeling dizzy the past few days or however long it's been, it hasn't really been in like a brain foggy, cloudy kind of a way. It's just been like I felt off balance. This was like way, way worse. And so I was kind of freaking out about that a little bit. But then luckily I did have therapy today as well, and ended up just doing a phone session because I was like, there's no way that I'm going to get in the car and drive right now. So I had therapy and that went well, but I did cry the entire time, like pretty much for the entire hour. And we talked about this, and she like looked up the side effects of the medicine just to like check and make sure that everything was normal, and encouraged me to reach out to my doctor afterwards just to like see what they thought, if I should keep taking it and stuff like that. It was good to have therapy, but it was exhausting because you know how tiring it is to cry, and then you just feel like dehydrated, and like I do not look I have looked better, we'll say that. I did end up calling my doctor after therapy, like right afterwards, and luckily they got back to me the same day, and I told them like everything that was going on, and she said, don't take the medicine anymore. She was like, definitely don't take it again. Don't take the Benadryl again either, because, I told her that I took that the first night, and that made me feel very hungover the next day, and so she was like, just keep with the Flonase, like keep with the nasal spray, and then see how you feel tomorrow. And if you don't feel better, or if you feel worse or like the same in the morning, then definitely let us know and you can come in for a follow up. So I'm hoping and praying that I can sleep well tonight and get a really good night of rest and feel normal, because truly I felt great this morning, but like it was just after I took the medicine that things started to go really, really downhill. And the thing that's hard is like, it was making me so fatigued and like woozy feeling that I'm like, I can't really tell if this is helping my problem or not because it seems to only be making it worse. So it's like hard to tell if the dizzy sensation that I've been having is improving at all because it's like I can tell that it's not, but I feel like it was medically induced by this, you know? I did also have plans to stream tonight, but I ended up canceling that as well because I was just like, I just want to rest. I just want to be on the couch. And honestly, I've been on my phone a lot, which has not been super helpful because screen time does not help. I thought about starting a new show, which I did not do. And I have been reading a little bit of my book. I'm very close to finishing it. You can see I've only got a little bit left. I'm currently reading The God of the Woods by Liz Moore. And I'm not going to talk about it right now because I did talk about a book at the beginning of this vlog. So maybe I'll talk about this in the next vlog, but I'll probably finish that tonight. I'm probably going to head to bed pretty soon and just read, fall asleep, and God, I just hope that I feel good tomorrow morning because I'm like, I'm so over this, you know? Anyway, I just wanted to update y'all on how I'm feeling. I have Birdie in my lap, by the way. I can't tell if y'all can see, but that's what I've been petting. Oh my God. Also, I've been here on the couch with my blanket. This blanket is like a childhood blanket of mine. It's a comforter that we got whenever we redid my room. I think whenever I was like a preteen or something and painted my room purple, kind of like this darker purple color. I'm not sure if you can see, but I went to my parents' house the other day and this blanket was like draped across the back of the couch. And I was like, "Oh my God, that's my blanket." And I was like, what are you doing with that?" And my mom said that she had laid it out on the floor the other day to play with my nephew. And I was like, "Can I take it with me?" And she was like, "Oh my God, of course." And so I've been cuddling with it on the couch every night. And I'm like, I'm regressing, okay? And I like it. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to end the vlog here. I'm sorry if this one was like extra boring. I feel like all of my vlogs are very boring, but that's probably just because it's my life. And my life is pretty boring, but like I'm happy with it. So I try not to beat myself up about that too much. But when I'm thinking about this specific vlog, I'm like, okay, not my best work, but you know what? They can't all be, I don't know, home runs. I don't know what the best saying for that is. So I hope that y'all enjoyed it nonetheless. And I really hope that next time that I see you in a vlog, I will be feeling good and hopefully we'll have a little bit more energy and maybe we can like go do something or get out of the house or do a craft or just, I don't know, feel better. So thank y'all for watching and being here. I appreciate y'all as always, and I will see you next time.